So with these Beats, as you can see, they're actually pretty alright. Like the curvature of them, they're actually pretty good. These are the Beats tours that I've been reviewing, and like one thing I like about them is like when I first got them, they came with like a ear thing around this little area, so they could go like into the ear or the hole next to your ear, so that you can put it in and it wouldn't fall out. But honestly, reviewing them, they're actually okay. When I put them in my ears, they stay there for a while actually. So like, they're pretty good. I think they're, I don't know if it's noise cancelling and noise isolating, but you know what? Let me just test them out for you guys. Let me put a song real quick so that you guys can see the quality of them. Personally, I am more of a Sennheiser's kind of guy, because what I have found is I've used this for a while. So when I compared them to, I bought these 10-pound Sennheisers from like HMV a while back, and when I tested them out, I actually found that the Sennheisers had like deeper basses, better mids, and the highs were also good. So I don't know, Beats are alright. They're actually good. For me, I got them mostly because they look good. But when it comes to audio, it's actually alright. Let me just play a song real quick. So I don't know which song to play right now. Okay. Oh, okay. I'll change song. I'll put turn down for what? So that's a classic song full of bass. Yeah, when it comes to bass, these earphones are pretty good, but I need to just make sure that I can just check so you guys fully understand what I'm talking about here. All right. Yeah. So basically, the lows are good. All right. Okay, hold on. Max volume. Okay. I will say this about the beats. With these beats, the bass is really good. I'll be honest with that. The bass is amazing, and I don't know. I feel like it could do better. Like it's on the high end of bass, but I've seen lower end earphones go that bit higher. For example, Sennheisers. When I compare Sennheisers to Beats, I find myself going on the Sennheisers kind of way. For example, the C300. But I've realized that when it comes to audio, I feel like Beats are lacking. It's a little bit. I don't know why, but the bass is really good. If this is your first pair of earphones, you know what? They're amazing. The bass is good, the mids are alright, the highs are pretty high, and like when you put them in, like I'm at a skate park right now, and the guys are doing their things, and when I put this in, like right now, it's almost silent. I can just about hear a bit of people talking, but when I put music on, it'll be dead silent. You hear absolutely nothing. So these are actually like amazing noise cancelling earphones. And these are passive noise cancelling, they're not active. So that means that, they don't have like power going to them to make them even, cancel noise out even more. So they're passive, which means it's just the earbuds that actually make them noise cancelling. So basically, with these Beats, you know what? The honest truth of these is that I had them for some time, and when I first got them, amazing. But what happened was, first of all, I had a few issues with them. The first issue I had was after like 2 months, this ear stopped working. Actually, no, the volume went from 100 to maybe 30%, and this one was working just fine. So the issue I had was that I put them both in, and one would work and one would not work. And with my previous earphones, if that happened, I would just cut the cable and I would only use one ear for playing music. But what happened was with these, because they're so expensive at the time, I decided, you know what, I'm gonna just keep them in my drawer for like a bit, and maybe later see if I can try and fix them, because I can fix earphones. So what happened was after like let's say 2 months, I came back to them, and I looked inside, and what happened was I found out the problem. It wasn't the actual beat itself. Is if I can show you guys, I don't know if you can see inside. Basically, there should be like a red cover here, so that nothing can enter in here. But what happened was that that red thing entered inside the earphone, and it was stuck to the, I think, the speaker inside the actual earphone. So when that happened, the volume level kind of wasn't as loud as it could be. So I got a needle, started playing with it, and I removed it. And when I tried it again, it was working fine. So it's been a pretty good, experience. The Beats, as I said previously, they also have this this button. It's a play pause button. On Android phones, only the play pause button works. On iPhones or Apple devices, there's the button at the bottom of the top, volume up and volume down. So for example, I have an iPod, and when I'm playing music on my iPod, I don't need to touch my iPod at all. All I gotta do is use these buttons to, double tap to go on the next song, triple tap to go back, and add volume and lower volume. So all the controls are all here on Apple devices. But as you guys know, I use Android, so all I can do is play and pause. I've also had one other issue with this. Is that basically I don't know. I think once I was playing with it, and I think I pressed it too hard or something, and now it's a bit loose here. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but the buttons still work just fine. But it feels like it feels flimsy, very plasticky. I wish Beats, when they made these Beats 2 was the first ones, they made this from like a stronger type of plastic, because right now it's like it's strong because it's lasted a while, but it feels like it's cheap material. But in the grand scheme of things, I love the fact that it has this like 90-degree kind of bend on it, so you can kind of put this in your pocket either direction, and I really like that. And you know what, it's lasted me a while, and I would say this: I prefer Sennheisers, and well, the Sennheisers I got were not that expensive, but from what I've seen is that Beats last longer. Same Beats last longer. That's lasted me a long time, these earphones. But Sennheisers, like the ones I got, the cheap ones, they kept breaking, so I kept buying them because they're so cheap. But they sounded better, the Sennheisers, but they weren't as good. So in conclusion, what I've realized with Beats is that the sound is better than the earphones that come with your phone. They got pretty good bass. If you're a bass head, obviously it's satisfactory, but it could do better. The build quality to me is the selling point of it. The cable, the flat one, so it can't get twisted at all. It's really amazing. But yeah, basically these are built to last. That's why people buy them, in my opinion. I know some that they are like in every single song for some reason. But in my opinion, I still prefer the sound of Sennheisers, but I love the build quality of this. When it comes to traveling and going places, I like on the train and stuff, I don't mind the Beats, because like when you're playing them, when you use this for a while, you forget that the bass could be a bit higher. You just enjoy the music at that time. So these Beats have saved me a while, and currently I'm using these, and I'm thinking of going back to Sennheiser. But for now, these Beats are what I'm using on my, Samsung Galaxy Note 4. I think I might need to change to iPhone, honestly. But honestly, guys, thanks for watching, and this has been my Beats review, and stay tuned for more from Solid Mind. So yeah.